think it will be on the 20th of March. Well, would you look at that? I was right, and Phase 3 has officially been announced and is coming on the 20th of March. So this gives us just under 2 weeks, and the famous quote from Illidan,
"You are not prepared."
You want to be prepared. Don't worry though, this video will give you everything you need to know for Phase 3 so you can fully be prepared. Before we start, if you didn't know, you can become a member to my channel for just $1.99 a month. For this, you'll get a loyalty badge next to your name, you'll get custom emojis, you'll get access to exclusive videos and much more. And this is the best way to support my channel, so if you do love my content, please consider becoming a member. I've got lots of videos planned in the pipeline for members, just to give back for the members that I have. Basically, you're supporting me on my journey, so I'll do everything I can to make it worth your while. But yeah, on with the video. Obviously, the biggest part of this phase is the release of Blackwing Lair, and there is a short achievement you need to complete if you haven't done it already. You need to go here to kill the quartermaster for this item, which gives you a quest to go into the UBRS and to click an orb. If you haven't done this already, now is the best time to do it, and do it as soon as possible, because people are notoriously lazy and everyone will be camping this at the last minute, so the sooner you get it done, the better. Literally, for some reason, people totally forget that there's an achievement involved. The second the phase comes out, everyone is trying to do it at once. So get it done as soon as you can. The next thing you want to do to be prepared is to get your consumables, etc. sorted now as soon as possible for progression in Blackwing Lair. I say this because flasks are quite expensive as it is, and it's only going to get worse. Right now, not many people are using them in Molten Core because it's pretty easy and you just face roll the content. Unless you're passing, you don't really take them. But this will change in Blackwing Lair. Even the most casual of guilds will pick up these flasks to make progression much easier. Everyone will be stacking these consumables for the first raid, so don't be that person. Get them now while they're available and most likely going to be cheaper. This is the same with shadow protection potions and any other consumables you have. Like I said previously, people are lazy, and when the phase comes out, everyone and their mother is going to be buying these consumables, so get them stacked right now. Same goes with the Onyxia Scale Cloak. These are going to be needed for Blackwing Lair, and people always forget about it, so make sure you get hold of one. I'd expect the cloaks and the Cindercloth cloaks to go up massively in price as the phase is released, so it's better to be prepared now. If your guild is organized, you probably already have these made, but just in case you didn't know, you'll definitely want the cloak, and the price will be high to begin with, and of course over time it will come down, but because it's a necessity for the raid, people will control the price and they'll force you to buy at a higher price if you're not prepared. The next thing we're going to talk about is the release of Darkmoon Faire. This comes with an awesome world buff, but also other items available for tickets, most notably the 14 slot bag available for just 50 tickets and the epic necklaces for 1200 tickets. These necks are really strong, and if you don't have the choker of the Fire Lord, for example, you could get one of these necklaces, as they are almost just as powerful. So it's definitely a good option. The easiest way to get these tickets is by turning in items. There are items from tier 1 to tier 5, depending on your reputation, but you'll want to focus on these tier 5 items. That's the rugged armor kit, the dense grinding stones, the evil bat's eyes, and the glowing scorpid blood. If you're planning to go for these necklaces, it's a good idea to buy these up as soon as possible. As I said previously, people are notoriously lazy and everyone will buy this at the first fair, so get ahead of the crowd and buy these now. For the other items needed from tier 1 to tier 4, just look these up on Wowhead, but remember your reputation caps on how many of these you can turn in, so if you're going for the full 1200 tickets, you'll want to focus on the tier 5 ones. The other items that come with the Darkmoon Faire are these Darkmoon card decks. These are the Darkmoon card Blue Dragon from the Beast decks, and this is an incredibly strong healing trinket, and a lot of healers are going to be wanting this. I remember myself back in the day keeping this trinket even into the Burning Crusade because it's really powerful for your mana. We also have the Maelstrom from the Elementals deck. This is a great trinket for melee and tons of people will want this, especially those who haven't picked up a good trinket yet. The Twisting Never from the Portals deck. This is a bit of a meme and it gives you 10% chance to resurrect with 20% health. It's pretty good for PvP, but outside of that, it's not really useful. And finally, we've got the Heroism from the Warlords deck, which sometimes heals you when you deal melee damage. You'd think this is good for tanks, but there are better options out there. That said, new tanks might want to just pick this up because it's easier to get. But it is a really decent trinket for grinding mobs for gold, etc. But that's about it. These cards are random drops from level 45 to 60 undead and humanoids all around the world, with the aces being from specific mobs. The Ace of Beasts drops from, well, the Beast in UBRS. The Ace of Portals is from Darkmaster Gandling in Scholomance. The Ace of Warlords is from the King in Dire Maul. And then the Ace of the Elementals drops from any of these mobs. Good luck with this one. And of course, the most important thing that comes with Darkmoon Faire is the world buffs. You should know which buff is best for you by now, as these can be booned, but for mages, of course, is the 10% increased damage, and it's a really nice buff to have. It's unclear when the first Darkmoon Faire will be, but if it's copying the same schedule as Era, then the first Darkmoon Faire will be on the 1st of April in Elwyn Forest. Remember, in Classic, it's every 4 weeks, so if you're planning to get items, you'll want to do it straight away on the first one, otherwise you'll have to wait 4 weeks. If you're getting the Thunder Fury, it's worth getting the materials for it now rather than later, as these will go up in price massively. These are the Arcanet bars, which to be honest, have already significantly increased, but even getting them now is going to save you a ton compared to when Blackwing Lair comes out. I'd expect these to end up above 150G, so if they're less than that right now, you might want to just snap them all up. In addition to Blackwing Lair and Darkmoon Faire, we also have the release of Reputation Rewards and Class Quests. The Class Quest brings some decent rewards. For example, as a mage, you're able to get the Arcane Crystal Pendant, which is a decent neck option if you haven't got the choker and you're not going for the Darkmoon Faire. Or it's worth just doing this to get the Fire Ruby trinket, which is a great trinket, especially for farming and for long fights. Then finally, from the 3rd of April, we get the rank 11 PvP cap removed, as well as the Arathi Basin Battleground added. This means we can grind all the way up to rank 14, which will bring us our best in slot weapon. This will still take around 5 weeks to get, so you can expect these weapons in May. Your fastest route to rank 14 is getting 500,000 honor in the first week, which will bring you to rank 12 at 24%. Then again from here in week 2, you'll want to get 500,000 honor again, which will give you rank 12 at 98%. Then you'll want another 500,000 honor, which will bring you to rank 13 and 34%. From here, you'll want to do 418,750 honor to bring you to rank 13 and 68%. And then finally, another 418,750 to bring you to your rank 14. So yeah, bit of a grind that one, but it's well worth it with the weapons. The interesting thing about this is they've delayed it so that you can't start this until the 3rd of April. I'm wondering if ZG is going to come a little bit earlier to line up with these rank 14 weapons. Time will tell. As always, my phase 3 guides, best in slot lists and updated spreadsheet, etc. will be coming within the next week, so you know exactly which spec and items to get. All in all, Blackwing Lair is a really good raid, and for a lot of people this is where the fun really begins in Classic WoW. It will be interesting to see when ZG arrives and how close my prediction will be. I probably gave Blackwing Lair extra time, and it could be that ZG comes a little bit earlier in line with the rank 14 weapons. But yeah, thanks for watching this video guys, and have a lovely day.